Hello there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures, and I'm carrying on working on my journal. I'm nearly ready to put it all together. I've got the cover done, I've got the signatures put more or less ready to go, but I wanted to do one more thing that I'm going to sew in with the signatures, and that's an envelope flip out that I fancied having a go at. I haven't done it quite like this before. I did do a sort of envelope flippy thing in one of my other journals, in my purple journal, but I didn't do it as a sewn in part of the signature, which I think would give it more stability and more. It would be better for the journal because it was a bit top heavy the way I did it before. So it's all about learning, and you know, I haven't been doing this very long, so I thought this would be a good thing to do with envelopes, to actually sew them in the signature. So on one side I'm going to have this flip here, sew it in along this join here, and then I'm going to put another envelope there and probably just use it as an envelope and perhaps pop something inside there. So they just need decorating up. So that's what I'm going to do today, is just I'm going to collage it, I think. Collage the envelopes. So what I'll do is I'll make a start and do a bit of collaging and talk you through what I'm doing, and then I'll probably stop the video rather than watching me, you don't really want to watch me do the whole thing. Collaging is quite fun to watch for a little while, but perhaps not for a whole hour. I'll turn it off, finish what I'm doing, and then bring you back when I get to the decorating point, which is the fun point, where you start to add all the pretty things. So I thought that might be more fun to watch than just watching me collaging for an hour, because it'll probably take me at least that, knowing me. I'm a bit slow sometimes with these things, because it takes me a long time to decide what I want to do. So I'm going to start by sticking these two envelopes together. So I'll just get my glue book, and I think I'll just use this. This should be strong enough. Some good old Scotch glue. So I'm just going to put the glue all over this. Give myself a base with the two envelopes. I think I'll do all the envelopes, stick them all together in at first. This might be the wrong way to do it, but this is where I think I'll have a go at it. So I've got a complete unit, and probably try to get them to pretty much coordinate. I mean, it doesn't matter too much if this one looks a bit different to the other two, because it'll be on a different part of the book, and maybe that'll be better. I don't know how it's going to develop at the moment. I've got myself out a few some of the digital papers that I've been using, and also a few other bits and pieces that I want to use as well, all in the theme. So that's that one, and I'll just stick this one, glue this one on as well. There we go. So I think I will probably, I'll see how I feel. I might stitch around it afterwards as well, when it's all been decorated up and made to look pretty. Right, so these are the same envelope. They're just some envelopes I had in my drawer. I think they're quite a nice size to go in the journal. And I think so. I've just left a little bit of a gap here, so I've got a room to sew it in. I hope I've left enough room. I might just pull it out just a fraction more, make sure I've got enough room for the sewing to take place. So I don't want it to be. I see. Oh gosh, what am I doing? I'm taking it off again. Didn't mean to do that. Confusing myself. Right, let's do it again. Stick it on. Right, let's get this stuck on. Right, where's my card? I'll stick it from this side, and then I'll stick it from the other side, which is where I suddenly thought, oh, what's that doing that way? It's not the way, it's the wrong way round, I don't know. So that's it, that's how it should be. So then I'll cover that all up, and you won't know that you won't see the join. Right, okay, getting in a pickle because this is already getting gluey. Doesn't take much, does it? Right, so now I've got my I suppose you call it a trifold flip out booklet. I don't know what you call these things. Everybody has their own name. Okay, so I'm going to start, I think, with this envelope. So it's all got to be, I don't think there's any of it that's not going to need to be decorated, so I better get started. So what I've got to decide really, this is going to be, that's going to be the front, so it's going to flip out. So that's going to be what you see when you turn the page. So I've got to make sure that has a nice look to it. Well, it's all got to look nice, but I want to put some nice big focal point on this side. And this is perhaps a little quieter. And I think what I'm going to do, haven't quite decided. I'm either going to I might put a journal, cut it down here and put a journal card in there, because I wanted to use a smaller envelope so that it's not right butting up against the edge of the journals, because the journal, all the signatures are going to be right in the middle here. So I wanted there to be a little bit of room, and then if I put a journal card in, it can have just a little bit of a tab or a bit of lace, and it still will leave a bit of room for folding. So I think that's why I've chosen a smaller envelope there. All right, get started. So I've got a pile of bits and pieces here. I want to try, I don't want it to look too, I want it to look fairly cohesive. So I've picked out pages from the Hello Susan kit, which are a bit more lighter and not quite as vintagey looking. And I just thought that would be quite fun to put on here, because I think they're very pretty, but they don't necessarily go with all of the kits that I've been using. And I've done quite a lot of work with some of the more vintage looking kits, so I thought I'd do this one perhaps looking less vintagey looking, if you see what I mean. Right, so okay, so I'm going to be doing a bit of tearing. Let's just get cracking. So you have to be careful using this kit, because it can look completely, you know, there's bits of it that don't look like they've got anything to do with sewing. So this little corner certainly does. Just got to trim this off. It's not quite printed to the edges for some reason. Okay, whoop. Right, I think I'll start with that. That's quite a large area. I've also got this old pattern that I thought I might use. I quite like this one. It says Vogue Construction Notes. So I don't know if I use it on this bit, but I do definitely want to use that bit, so I'm going to just tear it off. I might use a bit of lace, digital lace obviously, because I should put some proper lace on to decorate afterwards, but I thought I'd quite like to use a bit of lace digitals in the background. Spent all yesterday afternoon doing these. This is some of the old lace that I picked up at the antique shop, and a few other bits that I've bought from charity shops and things, and I've just spent the afternoon yesterday scanning them all and trying to make into a few nice digitals to use, which I think some of them worked out better than others. I think this one came out rather well, so I'm going to use a bit of that, I think. Alright, sorry, I'm going to have to, the jumper's got to come off. I've suddenly got hot. I always get hot when I start crafting, even when I'm cold to sit when I sit down, and then I suddenly get going, and the jumper always has to come off. Okay. Right. Sleeves up. Let's get cracking. So I think I'll save that for possibly for the front page. I'm going to put that there, a bit of that there. What else do I need? What else have I got? Let's see. Quite like him sitting on the Singer sewing machine. Sorry, forget I've got to keep it on camera. Right. Okay. Put that there. It's quite large for this envelope, isn't it? It's a nice image. I love the image, but it's a bit too big for the envelope. I need to find something a bit smaller, I think. Right. No. So this is really pretty, but not particularly sewing related. So it's fine as part of something else. Let me just see what else I've got. Oh, maybe a little bit more of, a little bit of let's sew it with Silco. Oops. Right. Okay, let's see if that will fit in somewhere. Oops. Let's turn over the top. Sew it with Silco. I'm going to just straighten it uphill though. It'll probably, no, it'll be okay because then I can overlap something here. I'll put that there. That can go under there. That little fella can go there. It's coming together. What else can I use? I love this paper. It's Artie Mays. I think what I'll do is I'll use one of her backing papers because I don't want it to be too. This is just it's meant to be a background which I'm then going to decorate, but if I make it too busy there'll be no need to decorate it, will there? Right. So it's a really miserable, horrible day here in England and at the beginning of October, first Friday in October, and it's just horrible. You can tell autumn has really arrived now. We've had a few glorious days in September, but I don't think we're going to get many more. But I'm looking forward to this evening. My younger daughter is coming over with her partner. They're coming for dinner. And I haven't seen them for about a month now because we saw them before we went away when we went up to Yorkshire, but we haven't seen them since we got back, so it'll be lovely to see them. They're a lovely young couple. They're really great company. We always have such a nice time with them. They did actually live with us for a few months before they went off travelling at the end of 2018, and it was a real pleasure to have them staying with us. Just going to, so yeah, so I'm looking forward to just sitting and chatting with them, and they're going to stay over, and nobody has stayed overnight here with us since Christmas. I don't think, no, I've had nobody staying here since Christmas, so that's going to be lovely as well, just to have them stay over and chat with them, you know, see them at breakfast, and it can just be really nice. Almost like we're back to normal. Of course we're not, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Where's my glue book gone? Buried, of course. Where did I bury it? That's the trouble, you kind of search around for stuff to put on, and you end up burying the things that you need to use. Where's it gone? Oh well, I've got another one on standby, so I'll use that. So I think that'll go on first. Yep, I think that'll be all right. If this all goes horribly wrong, I can just get some more envelopes out and start again. Gotta stop, not overthink these things. That's what they always say, isn't it? When you're collaging, don't overthink it, just stick and plonk. And if you don't like it, do it again. Cover it up. You can always cover it up. Okay, that's that one there. Card. It was here. I know it was here. There it is. Okay. I might just try and tear this down a little bit more. There we are. My fingers are already getting sticky. There. Okay. Tearing is not, when you're trying to tear it so you don't actually ruin the image, it's quite tricky. Okay. So I think I might just ink that a little bit, just around the edge. I like to do a bit of inking just to give the, just lightly, to give it a little bit of definition. Also, it just ages it a little bit, because these papers can be a little bit on the white side. And I will be inking around the edge, so I don't need to really worry about this piece, because all the edges will be covered up except the ones on the outside. Okay, so that'll do for this piece. That look, yeah, that's a bit better. All right. Okay. Right. All right. No. We're on. Yep, we're on. Okay. Now, oh, was I going to tuck the lacy bit under here? I think I probably was. Where'd it go? Right. Where did I put my other bit? There it is. Is that going to go under there? Yes, it is. And then with my little, oh dear, not there. Oh, for goodness sake. How do things just disappear? I thought I was started quite well organised. And now the piece I was going to stick here has just disappeared. Oh, there it is. There it is. Right, I'm going to put that over the top. Yes, I think I am. Or shall I? Put this over there. Maybe I'll... Maybe I won't. Yeah, I just need that peeking out. I don't really want it to be too in your face, so I might just... Okay. Ink it a little bit there. Okay, so I'll put this piece on next. So what about putting them on in the right order, isn't it? So you have the bits showing that you want to be showing. There. Okay. You can see why it takes me so long to get these things done, because I spend half my time looking for the bits that I've got out and prepared to go on the page. So I won't make you suffer with me for too long, because this could be a bit painful to watch after a bit. Spending my time hunting around for my various bits of paper and my card and various other bits and pieces that I'm bound to lose along the way. Right, put that there. Okay, and then I'll ink this a little bit. And I'm probably going to have it, I'll trim it off when I've stuck it down. Right. Okay, so that will go, and I'll trim it off a bit. Go there. And then I'll just re-glue this bit. All right. So that's that little page, that little envelope done. Let's trim these little bits off. I think I'll get my other scissors out. I'm still getting the hang of these. These are these left-handed scissors that they're quite good because they, you can cut longer because they've got the longer blade. Particularly on straight things, they're quicker. But for small fiddly things or just for trimming, I like these ones. These are my good old. I've got a couple of those, and they're so much easier to trim, do a bit of trimming like this and get close to the edge. I suppose I've just got more used to using these, and I can do a much better job of trimming when I'm using these ones. That's that piece. So I'm sorry I'm off camera, just haven't got room to do it. Oops. It's a bit tricky because it's got glue on it, so it's a bit wet for cutting. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so hang on, where are we? We're there. Alright, so I've made a start. I think what I'll do is I will turn off the camera, carry on sticking my bits of paper onto here and here and here and here and here. Could take a while. Certainly couldn't do it in the hour that we normally make our videos. So I'll come back when it's time to decorate and make it all look pretty. So I'll see you soon. Hi there, I'm back again. It's a couple of days later. So I haven't done anything other than finish doing the collaging. It did take me quite a while, which is probably why it was a good idea for me not to do it all on camera. So this is what we've got. This is the envelope flip out, completely collaged. So I've got, that's the front, and it opens out like that, and then it flips out like that. So this is where it'll be joined into the signature. So it'll look like that, it'll come out like that, flip out, and then this one is on the other, will be on the other side. And I've left that just as it is, and I'll probably tuck something in here, and that's collaged on both sides as well. So I'm quite pleased how that's turned out. I'm never sure how it'll look at the end, and then when it all starts, you sort of put pieces on and place them in and think, oh, I don't know what it'll be looking. You stick them down and think, oh, I like that. And I've cut a couple of little thumb holes here, so there's going to be a journaling card here, and probably a tag in here because that's a longer one. So I've done a couple of little spaces there to pop things in. So now I've just got to do a little bit of decorating. Obviously it's fairly well decorated already, so I'm going to try and restrain myself and not overdo it, because otherwise it'll just make the whole thing too bulky anyway. But I did want to do something sort of on the front that would look quite nice. So one of the things I have been doing over the last couple of days is some fabric snippets, and I also did a snippet roll. So I can just very quickly show you some of the ones I've made. So this is my snippet roll. It's not, I wish I had sewn it with the lighter coloured thread, because it's a little bit wibbly wobbly or jaggedy. It's my jaggedy sewing, as one of my subbies called it, but she said it made it uniquely mine, so that's very kind. I will keep trying to improve, but my jaggedy sewing still prevails. And there's just a few, you know, I already had a few done, but I've just done a few more of these sort of snippets. So this one's got a yo-yo on it. I won't show them all because I haven't really got time. But one I did do, which I did specifically for this piece, is this one here, because I really like this little saying, sewing mends the soul. So I tore that out and then I put it on the top of this snippet, and I thought it would look quite nice on here. I didn't think the bird on the sewing machine was entirely necessary, so I'm quite happy to pop that on top there, so you still see the sewing machine, but I'm not fussed about hiding the bird. And I really like that. I think that just looks quite nice on the front. So I'm going to stick that on first. What am I going to use? As it's fabric, I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac. Ugh. It's a bit gluey and gunky. So let's see if we can get this to come out. Let's give it a shake, and then we'll go for it. I'm just going to put a little bit around there and down the middle. That should do it. And I think this was one of my better bits of sewing around the. Let's just make sure it goes right there. I did do a bit of zigzag around the actual label there, or it's not really a label, I just tore it out of the digital, but it looks a bit like a label. So I did do a bit of sewing there. I'm quite pleased how that turned out. Bit of an improvement there. So that's that one. So let's see, let's take each page. I've got all the digital bits cut out, all the digital ephemera was all cut out. I've also done a little bit of stamping onto some fabric for one of the stamps I had, and I've sewn around each piece individually. Well, that's got a bit that needs snipping off by the looks of it, so I might use one of those. Oh no, it's just attached itself. So I might use one of those. I've got this piece that I bought a pack of vintage papers and things, and I discovered there was this piece which I've used quite a bit actually in the decoupage. It was a whole page of pattern instructions and things, and there was also some sort of advertising bits as well. So anyway, I found a few vintagey bits that have been, I think this is Vogue construction notes, so it's popped up on various pages. So so I've got that might make an appearance. Let me just put my pin in my glue for the moment. Some of these ephemera pieces are a bit large. Now I have stamped some of these ladies from the stamp that I bought. Some of them that's on coffee dyed paper. That one's on some cream card, which is actually is the most crisp one, which I really like, and this one's on some avocado dyed paper, and it's okay, but it's a little bit, I don't know. I thought I'd possibly put one of those maybe in here. It might go in here. Trying to decide where the various bits are going to go. Anyway, so I've got those. I've got these couple of dress form pieces. So I'd like to pick out something blue here. I don't know whether that will go. I've got another one of those. And a few small digital pieces. So we'll have to see what I might use. And I've got a variety of lace. I actually made a little trip to Hobbycraft this morning, so I've got some new lace that I might try and use. Got to just find the right colour. Yeah, so let's have a look, see if that would work there. I might see about I was thinking about using, not that, I've got some bits and pieces in this bag here of some, it's hard to know what colour to go for in the background. I wanted to back it with something, either some lace or some fringy stuff. Try those. I'll try and put a little bit of this on there. I'll cut it down and see how it looks. So I don't want to overdo the decorating because they're all quite busy. I was trying to be more neutral. I think I succeeded mostly on that one to be fairly neutral, but the others I just couldn't help myself. The digitals were so pretty, I just kept sticking bits on. So I don't know whether that will work, or where's my lady? I like her because she's come out so nice and crisp and clear, but she will disappear a little bit on this background. That's what I was thinking. So I wanted to put something behind her, but I don't know if this is a bit... There is a smaller one of those. Maybe that would be better. Perhaps that's too big. I've got a couple more here cut out. I don't think the yellow one works. Although there is a bit of yellow on here. Is that one? A smaller one maybe? Actually, I quite like that. That's a bit too small. What about the blue one? There's quite a bit of blue on the page. Don't know. I think the blue. Yeah. I think I quite like that. And just checking if I've got the right lace. I bought, this is a little bit of, just got a little bit of very pale blue along the edge. Maybe I'll just see if that works. Just like to try and get a little bit of lace in here and there. Okay. How does that look? I think it looks too much now. I think it looks too busy. Oh, right. Perhaps if I take that, maybe I'll just... Or I have options. Excuse me. Tickle. Is that too dark? Be here all day just doing this one, won't I? I have to go the other way. It needs, if I'm going to use her, and I do really like this print on the cream background, but I just think it needs something behind it just to make her stand out. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm often watching people making choices on YouTube videos and trying out different things, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, that looks nice, and then they go, no. And then the next one, and they say, and I think, oh, that looks all right, no. And then they choose one, and I go, oh no, don't choose that one. And that's the one they choose. So I dare say, not everybody will agree with my choice, but that's the one I'm going with. I think I'll use this because it's the... I think the glitter glue is a bit less gunky. When you're just doing lace, you don't need anything heavy. I'll probably get away with using the glue stick, but I think I'll use this. Sometimes you just have to make a decision, don't you? And I don't want it to be too multi-layered. I just wanted a little bit of extra something pretty on there. Alright, so that's going to go like that, and then she's going to go on. Okay. Alright. Well, I think that looks okay. I quite like that. I do like her. Let's use my card, which I did have handy. Yes, here it is. Just to make sure she's sticking down, especially on the lace bit. Alright. I may have to come back and add a little bit more glue to her. Hang on, let's put a little bit more behind her head. Hold her down. I'll come back and re-glue any bits that have come loose, otherwise we'll be here far too long. Okay, next page. Get rid of these bits. Alright, so something on here maybe. I think I need something a little bigger on here. So I've got this piece of ephemera. I've got a couple of bits of ephemera. I like this, but I think it's a bit too close to this one. So I think we'll perhaps use that in something else. But this one I think will look quite nice here. And maybe pick out the pink. I've got pink roses on this dress form piece here, so just got to be careful not to get too close to the thumb hole piece there. I don't want to cover up the words. That's the well, perhaps if I put it underneath. I might just trim that down just a touch more. Or I might have to do it on a bit of an angle just to fit it all in. Let's see. Oop. Okay. I quite like the idea of the dress form being... Hang on, let's see if that will go. Can't really read. It's just not quite enough room there, is there, for that? Oh, is this the smallest one? Maybe there's a smaller one. No, I think... Oh, have I used it? I bet I've used it. Yeah, I think I might have used the small one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I must have used it in something else. So, I think I'll have to put it underneath. Maybe a little bit of lace. This is nice. Oh, there's this piece which is a leftover. Right. Okay. I'm not sure that works. Can I put it on this side in that case? I could do that. Yep. Just wanted to... I know what I'll do as well. I want to round the corners on this. Just felt it was a bit too square, but if I round the corners, that'll help. Okay. And I will ink it a little bit. Okay. Right. Let's try this. Get rid of those little bits off there. No. I think I prefer this one. Well, it's a bit wide. Let's see. Just a little bit. Yep. Put that down there a little bit. Okay. Cut a piece of that off. It's another one of the laces I bought today from Hobbycraft. Isn't that pretty? And they do it all in these different colours. I've got minty green, and I've got the slightly tealy blue here as well, and there's a brown one, so you've got a selection, and it's really soft lace. I don't know where this one came from, but this is it's quite hard. Okay, perhaps I'll pull that down like that, pull that down like that. No, it's got to come down. Yeah, maybe behind it would look nice. Okay, I think I'll go with that. Right. Alright, we'll stick that down. Right. Okay. I haven't inked this because it's already got that as part of its design. It's sort of got an inked edge look to it. This is one of the freebies from G Kerr. And they're really pretty. Okay, so that's that one. And then I need to put down, it's not quite straight, that. Maybe I'll just try gluing it with this. And I'm going to use the art glitter glue for my bigger piece because it's going to be glued onto the lace. So let's do that. And this says, today isn't just an ordinary day. Today I'll create something beautiful. Well, let's hope so, huh? Let's hope it is the day to create something beautiful. Let's just stick that down. Alright, so that's that one. There's always this feeling you could do more, but I think I need to limit what I do because otherwise the whole thing will just get too bulky. Hoping I haven't put the lace over too far. No, we're okay. Put my pin in. Okay, so this one doesn't need an awful lot. I did have an idea that there was something I could put on there, which I thought would be quite interesting. So I've got this piece from the pattern that I had, and I thought it would echo this. So if I just get my tear ruler, I don't really want a jaggedy tear, so I'm just going to tear that. Oop. And tear that. And that one as well. I wonder if I need a little bit of cheesecloth under there. So I've got some bit of cheesecloth here, so I'll just cut off a lump and see how it looks. It's so thin, I don't know how many layers I've got here. I already cut that before. Oh, okay, let's see if that's big enough. Might be, might just be big enough. Let's have a look. Doesn't need a lot really, just needs something to soften the edges really. Oh, it's. Are we big enough? Are we going to do that? I think it's just about okay. I want it a little bit bigger than that. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a little bit more. Let's have a look, see how that looks. Whoop. Probably too big now. But never mind. I can always make it a little bit smaller. I'll scrunch it up a little bit. Okay. Yep, that's a bit better. Okay, so I'm just going to do again with the glue stick. Okay. Scrunch it up a little bit. All right. And it just gives you that little bit of softness around the edges, which is nice. Okay. Right, that'll do nicely, and I will get my glue book. Right. Let's see. Put that there. Stick that out, pull that out a little bit. Just get a few jaggedy edges. There we are. Lovely. Okay, that's that one. Oh, don't need that there, do I? Right, let's just get rid of this big tray of lace and goodness knows what out of my way. Okay, so where are we now? So we've done a bit there. I'm wondering whether to put one of these pieces across here. Ooh, what about that? One of those little stamped pieces of fabric. Either that one, or I've got a thimble. Actually, I quite like the pins. Just across the corner, just a little bit more interest. Just check that it's not going to be too, no, well, it's a little bit bulkier, but I think I'll live with it. Let's put that on. No more faffing. Let's go for it. All you get is air coming out to start with. When are we going to get some actual glue? Oh, here it comes. Okay, squeeze. Right. And I'm going to put that on like that. So I've covered up my create, but never mind. I just like that across that corner. All right, that's that one. Now here, I'm not sure that needs much at all. I might put a little bit of, oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to put like a band across here to tuck this in. I could put something there, or I could have put a little lace, like a belly band with a bit of lace on it. So, could use this lace again. Okay, my camera stopped working for some reason, so I've just switched it on again. I thought I had 30 minutes, but I'm sure I haven't been going for 30 minutes. But never mind, I'm nearly at the end. So I might need to figure that out. Or the other thing I could maybe use, I've got some of this, would that work? So because it picks up that colour there, although it won't be visible, will it, when it's the other side of the finished signature? But it might be. Oh, there's a bit of that colour in there. Maybe that would work. Shall we try it? Because I was thinking I need to put the lace. I'd need to put it on some card to give it the strength. But this stuff is a little bit thicker, so that might work. I might just cut a piece off and try it. Let's have a look. See if that would. I can always trim it down. Yeah, I'm wondering about that. I wonder if this will. No. I think I quite like that. And then you just have to, maybe it needs to go a bit more over here. Not sure if the colour's quite right really. No, it needs to be either a piece of white or white. Let's see if I've got anything white that would work. It's thick enough. I don't think I've got anything wide enough. Oh, I did buy, hang on, I bought some. What did I do? I bought some from Hobbycraft this morning. It was that, oh no, that was cream. I don't think, of course I had it in white, so I bought it in cream. But that's too much, too wide. I think I'm going to have to think on that one, so because it's getting towards my hour now, so I don't think I should need to really do much more. I'm going to put a belly band or something across here, and I don't think I'm going to put much on this side because I might be able to put some small thing on that side, but I'll have to show you that at the beginning of the next video. I'm thinking possibly a bit of doily and maybe a thimble or something like that. So I'll show you that at the beginning of the next video. I'm sorry I didn't manage to get it finished today. As I've said before, I'm quite a slow crafter and it takes me a long while to make my mind up about things. So we've made a bit of progress. Got the front got the front sewn and finished, and most of the inside is finished. Just got a little bit of something to do across here, just because this is really plain, so I thought it might be quite nice to put something there. And then I might put a little bit of something there. So, and in the next video I will start to put it all together. I shall sew in my signature and show you where, I've actually sewn around the cover, and I'll show you everything, and we'll sew it in together and see where we go from there. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this rather extended video. And please do join me again to see the whole thing put together. Bye for now.